Hi, I'm Dr. Tim Weir, and I gotta tell you, I love life. But when I'm not being a husband, a father, a grandfather, an author, or a practicing chiropractor, I'm the host of the television show Loving Life with Dr. Tim Weir. I love to cook. I love to travel. I like to spend time with people who do what they love and love what they do. Join me and Elvis for the next 30 minutes as we help you discover how to love life. Hey, welcome to Loving Life. You are going to absolutely love this show. We're in Weir-Ashboro, North Carolina, home of the North Carolina Zoo. You're going to see some zip lining, the tiger rescue farm, unbelievable. So don't change your channel, stay put, stay right where you're at. We're going to love life. Well, if you live in North Carolina, this is a place you have got to put on your have-to-do list, and that's the North Carolina Zoo. Thanks for letting us come here.
No problem. Glad to have you, Doctor.
Now, you guys have been here how long?
We've been open since 1974. We're one of only 2 state-owned and operated zoos in the United States, the other being Minnesota. We also had the distinction of being the largest land area zoo in the world. We have a little over 2,200 acres in the park.
That's huge.
It is huge, which gives us the flexibility to build some very large exhibits. That's obviously better for the animals, and enables us to, by and large, exhibit animals in social groups, large groups, rather than 1 or 2. So it's a great advantage we think, for the animals, obviously. But we also think it's a better advantage for the visitors, because they get to see these animals in a more naturalistic setting.
Right.
They get to understand how they operate and how they function in the wild, and hopefully join us in the efforts to try to conserve their natural habitat.
Now, that's 2,200 acres. That's really spread out.
Right, that's huge.
So for somebody to try to walk that...
Well, right now only 500 of the 2,200 is developed.
Okay.
We have a 300-acre African region, which was opened in 1989. We have a 200-acre North American region that opened in stages beginning in 1993. If you walk the entire park, including the indoor exhibits, is about 5 miles of walkways. So you do want to dress with comfortable shoes, you want to take your time, and most people will take advantage of the trams, which will drop them off at various locations around the park and make the trip a little easier.
Oh, that's cool. So today we're going to look at...
We're going to first go, we think, onto our giraffe deck and perhaps get some close-up shots of that. We've got 2 baby chimps that I think you'd love to see.
Yeah.
And then also we're going to go down
relatives.
Well, I wasn't close. And right now our biggest exhibit, our most popular exhibit, believe it or not, is not living animals, but robotic replicas of the dinosaurs. We opened a new dinosaur exhibit in April, and it's been phenomenally successful. We've had some of the biggest attendance in our history. In fact, the biggest single month in April we've ever had. And so the kids are the driving force always to come to the zoo. And I think there's a natural fascination with kids for dinosaurs.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
So that's been our big seller for the last couple of months.
Well, we're going to take a look around, see what is here at the zoo, and we're going to have a blast doing it, I think. Is that cool?
I think that would be wonderful.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's go.
Okay.
You going to the family reunion this year? Huh? Come on. So this is a T-Rex.
This is a Tyrannosaurus Rex, and I guess you'd say this is the star of our dinosaur exhibit that opened back in April. And the whole exhibit, which features about 15 different robotic dinosaurs, has been just phenomenally successful.
Yeah.
We've we've broken all kinds of records since it opened.
That's cool.
And the company that does this, Billings Entertainment out of Texas, is the preeminent producer of these kind of creatures in the world, and they've done shows at other zoos and venues all over the world and amusement parks. And
it's amazing how people are fascinated with this, isn't it?
yeah, it really
Movies
is.
And everything.
And you know, again, it's the kids that seem to drive it. The
Yeah.
adults like it too, but the kids are
Oh,
absolutely
sure.
fascinated with it. And many of them can come up and name the dinosaurs and when they lived and where they lived. Just
Isn't that amazing?
like they study them.
Yeah.
And so it's been a huge hit with the kids.
You know, sometimes what I like to do to relax is I get up early in the morning, sit outside on my deck, maybe a cup of coffee, nice book, and just sit and relax. We got to get shooting out of the bed, and we got to get into our clothes, and we got to get to the office as quick as we can. And I'm telling you, take a little time. The Portuguese and the Brazilians have a term called relaxa. It just means relax. Just chill out just a little bit. Take a minute before your day starts and just sit down with a cup of coffee out on your deck or somewhere where it's, boy, if I could do it right here, this would be a gorgeous place to do it. But just relax. Put your day together in your mind. What's going to happen? How can I handle it? I tell you what, that's more important than going to the office and trying to get some work done, is relaxing, let your mind go at ease, and then let the universe take over for you. Here's my word for the day for you. Relaxa. Relax. Okay, so we're at Richland Creek, Zipline Canopy Tours.
There you go.
That was pretty good, wasn't it?
That was great.
So, and the reason we call it Canopy Tours is because we're going to be zipping through the canopy of the trees.
Right.
Right.
How long you guys been doing this?
We opened in '08. When we opened, there was only one other one in the state of North Carolina, and now I think there's about 16.
You have a beautiful southern accent, by the way.
Well, thank you. I don't like to hear myself.
So now we're very close to the zoo, so this would be something somebody could come here, do this, and then go to the zoo.
Sure. The zoo is just right in back of us. In fact, the zoo land comes to right down to the bridge. So we're right, it joins
That's
us on
awesome.
that side. Yeah.
How old does somebody have to be? Children?
8 years or older.
Okay. I just made it.
Right, exactly.
So I'm going to go take a ride on the zip line. We're going to have a blast. And you're going to watch me in action.
Oh,
I'll be right back.
okay.
Your left hand will go on the rope here, your right hand goes up top. You want to let it just glide down the cable as you're riding, and when your knee breaks, all you got to do is pull down, all right?
This is so exciting. Unbelievable place. You got to bring your family here. And believe me, stepping off of that thing the first time, man, a little bit, but once you get on there, it is so awesome. You've got to check this place out. Don't leave it off your list. When you come to Ashboro, go to our website because this is going to be right on there. Well, we're with Pam Falk here at Carolina Tiger Rescue. Pam, this is absolutely fabulous what you're doing.
Thank you.
Now you have tigers.
Tigers, lions, leopards, cougars, ocelots, and several other animals, yes.
Now, and people need to understand this is not a zoo, this is an actual rescue place.
Right, that's right, there's a difference. At a zoo, their goals are a little bit different. At a wildlife sanctuary, we're here strictly to rescue and to educate the public. And a legitimate wildlife sanctuary does not breed, does not allow public contact with the animals and those kinds of things. And so we are a true wildlife sanctuary here.
So people contact you from other zoos that can't take care of the animals or whatever it may be, and even private people?
Private people who want to relinquish animals. It can be some of the smaller, more private zoos that maybe they're closing down, they've run out of money, or the animals are being confiscated by the authorities. Occasionally we have animals that were just abandoned.
Wow.
We have 2 tigers that as cubs were found on the side of the road down near Charlotte, North Carolina. They were just on the road and someone had just dropped them off. He's playing with his tire.
It's amazing. So can we go around and see what else you've got around here?
We can.
Let's go.
Sure. Okay. White tigers, very beautiful, aren't they? They are deliberately created by us through inbreeding. And so it's a terrible industry that results in countless cubs having to be destroyed because they're not show quality white tigers. He is not a show quality white tiger. And so all of those animals, if they can't find a sanctuary to take them, they're destroyed. We have a set of core values now that would not permit us to take him because we're not going to aid and enable breeders to continue to do this. And if they have somewhere to dump the animals, that just helps them.
Sure.
So it's a tough choice on an individual level, but you know, those are the kinds of values calls that you have to make. And our core values is that these animals should not be pets, they shouldn't be used for entertainment, and they shouldn't be bred outside of a species survival plan.
I'm really impressed.
Well, thank you.
It's awesome. So, you know, I think it's important for people to understand, because people are always looking for something. Mm-hmm. Find a need and fill it. Mm-hmm. And you've done exactly that here.
Yep, we have. We have a lot of help. We have over 150 volunteers.
Did you hear that?
Help us run this place.
So people can come and volunteer.
They can.
People can make donations.
Yes. Our website is carolinatigerrescue.org, and we receive no government support, no United Way support, no grants. It's all people who keep these animals happy, and we want to keep them happy.
So on your way to Ashboro, on the way to the zoo, you've got to stop by this place. It'll change your life.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. You know, I think there's one exciting thing to do, and that's to get your kids involved in every area of your life, family. I remember growing up as a kid, my grandmother was a little Norwegian lady, and I used to go in the kitchen with her. I always tell people I'm the only kid in Wisconsin who had an easy bake oven when I was growing up. But I love to cook, and it's because I went in with my grandmother and cooked with her. And so I'm with Rocco and Gabriel San Martino. How are you guys doing today?
Excellent. Thanks for having us today.
Cool.
Yeah.
So we're going to cook something today. What is it?
Ribs.
Ribs?
Yep.
So are you a master at this?
Somewhat.
So you go to the grocery store and you get a stack of these ribs like this?
Yeah, we prefer the St. Louis style because it still has the spare rib on.
Okay.
A lot of people prefer the baby back, but for what we do, as tenders, we like to get them. We prefer the St. Louis style.
Now, another thing we're doing here, because as he's pulling this off, We're talking about something else that's coming up here in the next couple of weeks.
We are. In June, we're very excited that Norris Creek Amphitheater in Bunn is going to have its first annual Rib Fest. Yeah, it's going to be very exciting. We've got 5 bands coming out as of right now. The headliner is the one and only Jason Michael Carroll.
Wow. So Gabe, now we got the membrane off. What do we need to do now?
You gotta cut it into sections of 4 and start putting them in a pot with hot water and boil them.
Okay. And then you just put them on the stove eye.
We put them on the eye, depending on the number of racks you have in the pot, which we usually do 2 to 3 because when we do ribs, we have a big group over.
Yeah.
And I leave them on there for about 2 hours.
Really?
And just let them boil away. Just let them boil away. We add a few seasonings to it. We add a clove of garlic to the water, a little salt and pepper, and a little bit of olive oil, and we just let them boil away. And then when we take them off, we dazzle them up with whatever our favorite sauce is of the day. This is where it's going to get a little tougher.
Yeah.
All right, but it
You're
looks
doing
like
good,
we're
though.
good. It looks like we're set with this. That last
Now,
little fat right
you
there.
said one thing, and that kind of caught my attention, is that if you want your kids to eat something, sometimes you can get them to help make it.
Yeah, I mean, Gabe is a very unique kid. He has tried things that your average child wouldn't try. One of his favorite vegetables is Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts are great.
He loves lima greens,
Greens.
lima beans.
Green lima beans.
Yeah. And he also likes asparagus. Your average kid doesn't do that. I believe that the reason he does is because he's helped his mother
involved
prepare
in
them.
it.
Yes. Today he's going to show you how to make a Middle Eastern yogurt. He's going to take care of his cucumber and get the skin completely off his cucumber.
You like those peelers, don't you?
Yeah.
I do
Fun
too.
to use.
And we're going to get them thin because we want them to just have a little bit of flavor. All right. And then I want you to switch to the smaller knife
Okay.
so that you can get tighter and get it chopped up a little bit finer.
Now, is this like a tzatziki? No.
No, tzatziki is more sesame seed based.
Oh, okay.
The tahini. This is,
Tzatziki.
yes, that's exactly what it is.
You eat the ribs with these things?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, this is, a salad. Is basically what it is. I'm going to add a little bit of the
And
dried mint.
Is that just plain yogurt?
This is just plain everyday yogurt, Dannon yogurt.
Next thing we would put this.
We're going to take
water.
this and we're going to put it in boiling water. Give it about 2 hours. Actually, this is only 1 rack. We'll give it about an hour and a half, and then we'll take it to the grill.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's go to the grill.
Let's do it. They look good.
Let's have some.
Let's have
How do you
some.
do
Let's
it?
partake.
You just chop them up?
We're just going to chop right down the middle.
Yum.
Look at that.
Man.
Bottom off the bone looks like barbecue sauce or barbecue.
Yeah, it's so tender.
Yeah.
Gabe,
Thank you.
Tim will give you the biggest one.
Oh, God bless you. Thank you.
Don't start yet.
Okay. No,
We're going to add a little bit of dressing on the side because the sauce is not going to hurt you. A little bit right there to give it a taste. A little bit right there to give it a taste. And a little bit right there to give it a taste. All right, guys, partake.
Wow.
Perfect.
If you don't finish it, I'll have it. June 23rd,
Yes, sir.
Jason Michael Carroll, Rib Fest. Be there or be square. Thanks for being
Hey,
with me.
thanks for having us.
It's awesome. Gabe, you did a fabulous job. You okay?
He's too busy.
Me too. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Loving Life. Asheboro's a great place for you to bring your family, your friends. Just pop in the car and pop over here. It's so close to Raleigh. Make sure you check out the Tigers before you get here. They're in Pittsburgh. And the zip line. Oh my God, was that absolutely fabulous. Thanks for joining me. Please go to my website, drtimweir.com. We got more information for you. And I hope you'll join me again as we're loving life.
Look at him. Open your eyes.
He's going for you.
Yeah.
Hop in the car and jump over here and make sure that you join the American Red Cross.
Or the United Way.
Mama told me not to do this kind of stuff. One of the best colon cleanses I've had. You guys go on without me. Go on without me. I'll be nice. Go on.
Some of the tools and the graphics explaining how this is